What is going on? Check this out. So, as my cold sore was just going away, wouldn't you know it, something happened to me today that has never happened before. I had a come along, let loose, just a weird freak thing that happened. And of course, where does the handle hit me? Right in the mouth where my cold sore was. Can't catch a break, but you know what? The show must go on. And I wanted to take a second and tell you that this really isn't that big of a deal. I have information and knowledge that I just want to share with you to help you make you a better investor. And this is just a reminder to anybody that works in the trades or anyone anywhere that complacency does set in. In the trades, we have a known thing that the two people that get hurt the most frequently are the brand new people because they don't know any better, and then people that have been working in that trade for 5-6 years or more because you become complacent, you work with dangerous situations. And I was not technically dangerous. I was working on a security gate out in the field. It was dark and I could have had better body positioning, and I didn't. So this is a mistake that is a lesson, and I love it. And we're going to go on. There are people that have given their lives for far greater causes for me to be able to communicate with you and speak to you. So without further ado, I'm going to get through this really quick here. And I was going to do some stock and dividend stock analysis, but you know what? We're just going to go ahead and I'm going to use something I've been saving for a night when I was in a jam and I needed something quick. So we're going to talk at&T, their breakup, and why you should not be afraid when you hear about potential monopolistic breakups. I know Amazon, Facebook, Google, those are all in the news. They say they need to be broken up, and governments in the European Union all over are talking about breaking these companies up. And not to worry, not to fear. If you hold stock in those companies, don't sell, don't panic. Just if you believe in the company, just keep holding, as you're going to see right here with at&T. Shout out to a wonderful article I saw chronicling the entirety of the breakup, the divestiture in 1984, and all the companies that spun off of it. It is a tangled web. Check out this one chart. I'm going to throw up a few. I'm not going to throw up a few. I'm going to put up a few. There's this chart of at&T, everything that came out of it. If you didn't know, yes, Verizon did come out of the at&T breakup. So in 1984, at&T, after a lawsuit, was broken up into 8 smaller companies. And this bymajority.org article I found from 2014 is just fantastic, chronicling the entirety of the breakup and how at&T kind of reformed back. It was like the blob. You broke up the blob and then it just started eventually over time just sucking companies back up and in, and now it's even more powerful than it was before. Really crazy. Check out this chart right here. And this shows you really clearly how at&T just started to reabsorb many of its components that it was broken up. And Verizon came out of this as well. So 100 shares of at&T on December 30th, 1984, which was the day before the divestiture, those shares were worth $6,150. And the next business day, those shares were now worth only $1,800. But you would have received 10 shares of each of the 7 regional baby bells that it was broken up into. 28.5% of the value of the old Ma Bell, as they called it, was assigned to the new at&T, while the remaining 71.5% were spread across the 7 baby bells. Check out this Wall Street Journal chart, and I do like that they have the Time and Time Warner merger and how that formed to be absorbed by at&T, which it is the behemoth that it is today, which I do love investing in at&T. It's one of my top holdings. And as bymajority.org wraps it up here, check out this chart. They show if you bought 100 shares in January 2nd, 1970 for $14,950, which would have been worth about $30,000 in 2014, they would become 1,016 shares plus cash for a value of $40,321.67. and at&T got bigger than before. So do not worry, don't fear. If any of these companies, Google, Amazon, Facebook, if they get broken up, you will receive shares of any of the entities that they are broken up into, and chances are that those smaller entities will be absorbed, and then your shares will be either bought out, you'll be given cash. There's nothing to worry about here. Let me know what you think. If you have any concerns about any of your big companies breaking up, any of the big tech companies. And you know what? One last thing to say, that I just hope I've provided you some value and some information that you can use to make you a more informed and better investor, because honestly, I'm just trying to share some things I'm learning with you to make you a better investor. And likewise, if you have something, please tell me, share it with me. I want to learn, I want to know, I want to grow. I'd like us to grow together. And if I have helped you in any small way, please just give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. I'm going to go take a shower. I have to go ice my mouth and maybe have a little bit of medication. So I will talk to you, God willing, tomorrow.